you know what that means. It's mass chaos. Sometimes there's things I love to make and I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. I don't sell like one of them. And obviously blue for Kentucky. I know red too, but this one's blue. I'm trying to keep it all together here, but well, it's fall, and you know what that means. It's mass chaos. Definitely if you're a maker, especially a handmade maker, fall is crazy time. Just trying to prep for Christmas holiday stuff is nuts, but I've started adding a few things to the to my fall items, and those are picking up a little bit, so that's even more crazy. And on top of that, I'm a volleyball coach, so fall is the time of the season where that's when we do it, high school volleyball. So that's also a crazy time. So I'm trying to keep it all together here, but it is mass chaos. It's getting there quickly. So, but I want to show you what I'm making for fall, but I also want to know what you guys work on for fall. If you're a maker, if you sell at craft fairs or you have your stuff in like consignment places and things like that, what works for you guys in fall? I know when I first started, this has been, I think, about our 6th year getting going in this. And, when you first start, everybody's like, you need to pick your products and niche down and find a lane and stuff like that. And yes, I think you do have to. But when you're first starting, you don't know for the most part. First of all, is what do you enjoy making? You got some idea. What you can make, you have some idea of that too. But you also don't know what people are going to want, what's going to sell. And if you're doing it for a business, at least even if a small business, I mean, mine's not big, we're little, but if you're doing it for that, then you need to make products people want, but you also need to do products that you enjoy making, because you're going to burn out if you don't. So trying to find that early on is tough. And I think if you just start with what you have, what you know, what you can do, and then find out as you go. That's what I'm doing. I'm still finding out, but I am being able to narrow things down a little more as we go. At least finding things that I think are more popular than others, and things that sometimes there's things I love to make and I'm like, oh, this is going to be great. I don't sell like one of them. So then we just put that on the back burner and find something else that we're doing. So I don't think it's a bad thing that as you're going that you find out as you go. But I want to show you guys a little bit of what I am making right now. So join me as I show you some of the things that I like to make and that I think are working for this fall. We'll worry about Christmas stuff in a little bit as it comes, but right now this is the fall stuff I'm making. All right, the things I'm going to show you right now are the things that I'm really focusing on for this Midway Festival that we're getting ready to do. This first time we've done it. It's a big festival. And in the past, I've pretty much brought like a little sampling of almost everything that we make, if I had that in stock, and it looks really cluttered and things like that. And I really don't like that. So I really want to try to focus on just a few items that we make and make a lot of those. So that's what we're doing here. That's why I'm starting out a whole month in advance. Or more, actually. We've been at this, but it'll probably be total of 6 weeks ahead of time by the time we're done. So that was another question I had. If you're a maker and you do markets and stuff like that, especially big ones, how far in advance do you start making stuff? Some of the people I watch on YouTube and everything like that, sometimes they only start they're like, this is a week before and I'm going to cram and I'm like, well, first of all, during this time of year, I don't have time for that. I have to spread it out or I will not have anything at these markets. So, I'm curious to know how long it takes you to get ready for a market, because if I don't start a month and a half in advance, I'm just not going to have it. So anyway, these are the ones that I've decided to focus on the most, probably. I have a few other items and I'll try to show you as many as I can. That will take, but they'll be in smaller portions. But these seem to be selling pretty well already. Either on, I do have them online listed right now, and I have them in the little market, the Midway market that we have there, that we have consigned, and they're selling pretty well there right now too. So I feel pretty good about them, but let me show you a few of them. I've started putting them in here, so I'm gonna pull these out as we go. I thought you might want to see how I make these cute little ghosts. So I inserted this footage here, just in a time-lapse manner. So I just take some air dry clay and roll it out to, whatever thickness I think works for, creating the form. I found this little wire bowl from just Dollar Tree. It seemed to be the right diameter for what I wanted. So that's what I used, just to kind of score it a little bit to show me where to cut. And I used an X-Acto knife to cut around the other clay. And then once it's dry, I have already prepped my designs off the paper just to make it easier to decoupage on. And this is what I'm doing here, is I'm applying them to the ghost wherever I see that they fit nicely. So, and that's really it. They are these little ghosts. Here's the first ones. I absolutely love these. They're little dogs in little costumes, and they're so cute. One's on a white background. This is more of a pale ivory background. Different sets of dogs, different sets of costumes. Really cute, like that one. This is more of a generic, I think this is the only one I have of this one. More just generic Halloween items. Still a little ghost, okay? And you can still use a little tea light underneath if you want to illuminate the eyes or things like, give a little bit of movement to it and stuff like that. Don't use a real tea light. Use a little battery operated one. Real one, not a good idea. Okay. Also, we have some just general fall, more, this is all pumpkins, white background, a little more general on that one. I like this as well for a fall one. Muted colors. Really like this pumpkin and floral design. Let's see. Also, if we want to go a little more of the creamy, beigey, warm background for the fall, these florals also have another one. I don't have it handy, but it's got fall leaves, got a little more burgundy in it, things like that. It's really pretty. I really like these as well. Tried my hand at the black one. I think I like it. Just wanted something different, and I thought this paper was so cute, but it's hard to do with a black background of the paper. You want to make sure you try to match it. So I tried this. I think I like it. So speaking of black and white, we have this is just a couple. I don't have any of the other. We've got quite a few black and white designs. This one's not quite white, it's a little off-white, and this one's a pure white background. Just depends on what kind of decor you got going, but still cute cute little ghost, even though we got little scary designs on them. Kind of takes the edge off a little bit there. Oh, I like this one. This is a new one I just did too. Little busy, but I like it. So let me show you real quick what they look like beforehand. All right, so ignore the board that they're on, because this is my got a painted board. But so these are the clay ghost after they've dried, and most of the time I try to use white clay, but since I'm trying to use so much of it, I tested this. They call it gray, but it's more like a tan, but I don't know. But I paint them afterwards to have the base coat, so I feel like it's pretty good. It's okay, and it works good since I'm painting them. So anyway, so here's some that are like this. Over here are a couple of ones that I've painted. I need some white background ones. This is a good base color for some of the fall leaves and the fall florals and stuff like that I need. And then I just decoupage them. I take the paper and glue it on, basically. And so no ghost is exactly the same as any other ghost, even if it's the same design paper. They're all the design is in different places, and the ghosts themselves, they never have the same shape either. It's very handmade, which I love. And I think in this day and age where you can go and just pick up something from Dollar Tree or Walmart or Target or wherever, which they have some really cute stuff that I really like. But some people, we're looking for handmade things, and you want to support small businesses, and I like that about it. And I like that each one is unique. Okay, I have my laser running, so I hope you guys can hear me. But I thought you might want to know what I paint my the ghost with. So I use the Waverly chalk paint. I try to do both all chalk paint. I just like the way it looks. Kind of gives that matte finish, and then I seal it with well, I seal it with Mod Podge, but my bottle looks like it's been it's worn through. I just keep refilling it with the big jug. Maybe I'll get the big jug and show you what that looks like. Yeah. So here's the the better looking Mod Podge container. It is big. I think it's a 1 gallon jug. I get it off Amazon. I mean, obviously, you don't need that much. You can just get it from any craft store. You know, I'd say Joann's, but they're out of business now. So Michael's, Hobby Lobby, things like that. Anywhere, even I think Walmart carries it in the smaller containers. So yeah, that's what I use to seal it, and it also to put the decoupage on. So either way, it works great. All right. Oh, before I forget, I do want to show you a few other things that I am taking. I hadn't planned on this, but I think these are so cute that I had to do it. These are just little stands, like so I can put them on my hand right here. So made a little stand, laser cut on our machine, and then decoupaged on with the design. We needed something at a fair. You want to have all kinds of price points, lower price points, higher price points, things like that. So this is on the lower end, and I thought it would be really cute. So I have the little ghosts, the little black and white raven, like that. Saw this one the other day, really like that one. So a lot more Halloweeny, if you will. But you can decorate around them, put ghost around them, whatever. Just a quick, easy, low price decor item to stick in there. So I'm curious to see how they're going to sell. Like I said, this is our first time at the fair, so I've been to the shopped myself at the fair, but I've never been a vendor there. So we'll see what works and what doesn't. We're using this as kind of a gauge, and that's what you do. You just kind of have to throw yourself in and let's see what's going on. So let me see what else I got going, and I'll show you. A lot of our items are in various stages of production at the moment, especially the laser cut stuff. They just have a little more steps, processes that have to be done. So I'm trying to bulk cut them and then stain them and get all that, where I'm not doing it a little bit at a time, that I'm trying to do as many together as I can. But I can show you a couple of them. So I have one right now that's completed, but this is what they look like. And, we're in Kentucky, and you gotta love Kentucky stuff. So that's part of what we're gonna sell at this fair, is a few Kentucky items. I think maybe 4 or 5 total that are a little bit different Kentucky things. But I just love this. So we got that one. We also, I don't have a finished one of this one at the moment, but this is a similar thing, layered sign. This is more geared towards Louisville. It's got the city in the background and things like that. I don't have it finished yet. If I get it, I'll try to put it up, a picture of it, or just show you in the next video or something like that. So this is just a cutie little colored sign. I want to add some color to it, and obviously blue for Kentucky. I know red too, but this one's blue. Anyway, my old Kentucky home, quick little sale, not very expensive, cute little sign, just another little shelf setter. Not a whole lot of items. I'm trying to narrow it down, but yet still make things I think people are going to want at a fair. Things you sell online are different than things that sell at fairs. I don't know why, but it is. So we're trying out a lot of different things. Well, I hope that inspires you guys to get started on making things for fall, even if you're just making them for yourself, for your home, or friends, or gifts, or whatever. I love creating things. I love using my hands and making things, and I find it pretty therapeutic. And honestly, I actually saw something the other day that was talking about knitting, and how knitting they actually have like studies and whatever where it's very therapeutic. And I don't know, I've always thought that myself, so that's why I sell some knitted dishcloths and stuff. But that's mainly because I just enjoy making them, and then once you got a few hundred, that's what it feels like. That what do you do with them? So I give them away as gifts, and I sell them as well. But and that's just because I enjoy making them so much. So I hope this does inspire you guys to pick up whatever it is that you enjoy doing, and even if it's for small business or anything like that, go ahead and find something you love to do. And if you're starting a business yourself, go ahead, just do it. Just pick it up and start it. Even if it's small, selling a little bit on Facebook, selling, that's how we started. We posted one particular item on Facebook, and it went crazy. It was on Marketplace. I just, yeah, it was, we sold them on Marketplace and they went nuts. And that really gave me a big inspiration to keep going on this. So, oh, and then we posted a lot of other stuff that didn't work, that didn't sell on Facebook. So, but that one thing really took off, and that really gave me the energy to, like, oh, we can do this. So I hope that did help for you guys as well. So if you see something you like here too, let me know. And also, if you are a maker and you're doing your fall things, I'd love to see what you're doing. You get inspiration, and you get, just awed by what people can do that you thought I would have never thought of that. That's so creative. So yeah, join us and share so that we can see and be in awe of what you do as well. So, and don't forget, I always forget to tell you, like and share if you will. That helps me out a whole lot. And trying to keep it in one lane or the other for each video. So this one is my business, and this one is about what I make and how I do it. And hopefully you liked it. Anyway, like and share, and we'll see you next time.